Hello, hi guys. Welcome to the Two Dogs Podcast with you today. It's me, Dr. Ellie.
And I'm Dr. Ingky, and welcome to our podcast whereby it's two medical doctors speaking on a lot of things which are non-medical. Yeah, and most of the stuff that we speak about is actually from experience.
From experience, from our perspective,
Yes.
down to earth,
Yes.
or sometimes maybe just a little bit bombastic.
Yeah.
But we don't do much research on it.
We don't really do much.
As in, like, we don't do that scientific work.
We do some headline readings and that's it.
Then we'll copycat some of other people's
yeah.
content to give you collaborative content.
Yeah.
So anyway, happy Chinese New Year to
Chinese
to
New Year,
everyone.
everyone. Happy Chinese New Year, man.
You too, man. All right. So, Chinese New Year was just a couple of days ago. I hope you are in good health, celebrating with your loved ones. And we are here to talk today about weird family
traditions for Chinese
New Year, or the weird things family do.
Yes.
During CNY.
Yeah. So there is that acceptable tradition in during Chinese New Year. You know things like you do
Reunion dinner.
Yep. First day of Chinese New Year, you don't sweep the house on the first day of Chinese New Year. I mean, these are general things. I would say general things that most households do.
Okay.
But the thing is, what I realize is every household have their own little quirky stuff going on.
Okay.
All right. So basically, it differentiates from household to household. So again, the major stuff like you hang on the red stuff, you don't wear black and stuff like that. But you have a lot of small quirky stuff. And yeah, so today's episode is the weird tradition or weird quirky stuff that we have in our household. All right. So basically, something a little bit different. So when my wife came over, when she married and then she started celebrating the first day of Chinese New Year with us,
all right,
she was in for a mild culture shock. Even though she's Chinese, mild culture shock.
Okay.
Right? So what we do on the first day of Chinese New Year,
All right.
is generally on the first day of Chinese New Year, we always go for dim sum.
Always go for dim sum.
Always go for
in
dim
KL.
sum. In KL itself.
Where?
Well, there is.
Huh?
Yes. We
Like
always go for
many
dim sum.
years ago also have.
Yeah, we started many years ago. We started from the time of my grandfather, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so my grandfather was based in Ipoh, Perak.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
during the first year of Chinese New Year, actually most of the restaurants are actually open.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So we carried on tradition in KL itself. We managed to find restaurants that serve dim sum. Again, we have it. And that's not the weird part, right?
Okay. Because
So
there's nothing weird about it yet.
So the one thing that my household do, which my wife's household never do, is after we had breakfast, all right, everyone sits around the table, or let's say that the family is big, then there's multiple tables, and then we start giving out ang paos, right?
Okay.
But when we give out ang paos, we don't stand up. The kids will stand up.
The kids will stand up.
Then they go person to person,
Okay.
starting from the eldest in the family, which are generally the grandparents.
Okay.
And not only do they go there and just say your simple thing, 恭喜发财, and then ang pao give me, no such thing. Not only do you have to wish them happy Chinese New Year, you have to give as many good wishes as possible in Chinese.
Wow.
And Chinese has that four character sayings and all right.
Yeah.
You have to crack your head to come up with the most, I would say the most creative one that you can find.
Okay.
All right. And problem is right. Ever since I was a small kid, right, I never liked it because I'm super banana, I can't speak Mandarin. I can speak Cantonese. So I would, and last time, right, there was no such thing as Google as such thing.
So you copy everything and you memorize.
So I ask my cousins and all, so I write down, memorize and all. Then when I go wish my grandparents, I have to mention certain things. Grandma, different things.
Hey,
cannot be the same thing.
Wait. Can you use the ones that they use?
Cannot.
So,
okay. You can use the ones that your cousins have used.
Okay.
But
not immediately.
But if you use the ones that cousin have used, the person will say, no, you need to give me more.
Oh, wow.
So they want to hear stuff that they've never heard before.
So if you're the youngest one,
yes, you're the youngest, you are mega screwed because everyone have mentioned all the common stuff already. Then only would the person give you the ang pao. So there were times, right? There were times whereby someone in the family
don't get the ang pao.
could not figure out what else to say.
Uh-huh.
And then hence sometimes, you know, the elders would be a bit cheeky and will ask you to do other stuff lah. Maybe for the guys, generally they won't really disturb you so much, but for the female elders, they will probably ask you to hug them, kiss them, and stuff like that, you know, it's a simple peck on the cheek. So when my wife came over, she's like, "What?
Family abuse."
I was like, and then she was shocked, and then she was like, "I have no idea what to say." Well, you have no idea what to say. That's when your phone comes in. Open up your phone and Google as many good wishes as possible. Right. So hence, it's been a family tradition. In my family, we're not sure which other family does it, but it happens in my family. That's one of the different, or I would say the odd tradition in my family for Chinese New Year. How about you?
Interesting. Well, so I'm part Chinese. My dad's Chinese, my mom's Malay. So I probably identify on the Chinese side a little bit more, but we probably are not as that close-knit as your family. So the weirdest quirk that I have every year, and I hate it, I really hate it, is that it's called a Pak Cham Kai.
Pak Cham Kai, okay. Oh, this is interesting.
So for those who want to know what a Pak Cham Kai is, it's steamed chicken.
Yes, it's steamed chicken.
Or boiled chicken.
Or double-boiled
chicken.
chicken. Or something like that, yeah.
Basically, the chicken is white.
Yes.
It's Snow White.
Yes.
All right? And if you don't eat it, it turns yellow. The skin turns yellow.
Yes, that's right.
All right? So we will have it on reunion night. So assuming that tomorrow is Chinese New Year, day 1, tonight is reunion, that chicken will be there on the table. And it's very unappetizing. I like roast,
Why?
I like roast chicken.
Oh, you
Igbo people different.
No. Okay, to be honest, I like roast chicken as well.
Okay.
If you ask me, if you give me the Pak Cham Kai, I'm not a big fan of it.
Not a big fan, right?
Yeah, but what's so weird about it?
Because it's cold.
Oh.
It's cold. It's been prepped in the morning, and then we will have it for the reunion dinner. And when you touch the skin, it's cold. It's like ice cold.
Yeah.
And back in the days, there was no such thing as a microwave oven.
That is right.
Once it has cooked, it goes into that wooden cabinet with that mosquito mesh.
Yeah, it stays there.
It stays there. It's just to keep the flies away from your food, but it does not keep germs from growing inside. And it's cold. It's air chilled. So, and there's no microwave. So by the time we eat the chicken, it is at least half a day old and it's cold. The only way you can heat it up is you dip it in hot boiling soup. Then you can still quickly eat it, put some soy sauce. Day 1 is still okay. I mean, reunion night is pretty okay. But because it's so unappetizing, right, we don't finish it.
Oh.
And then when breakfast on day 1, it's on the table again. It reappears. I swear to you, when young, right, you thought it respawned. Like, oh shit, we ate half and today it's one whole chicken again. I kid you not. We finished half the chicken because it's so difficult to finish it. A family of about 12.
Wait. A family of 12 can't finish the entire chicken.
No, that's how
unappetizing it
it
was.
is. So you finish half the chicken, and breakfast it became one chicken.
Oh, you respawn.
It respawned. Tell you, it's the devil chicken. All right, and then you're like, oh, breakfast, this chicken again. And then grandma will be very proud. This is the ancestor's favorite chicken. You must eat it. And it just went to the altar of prayer and it came down.
Yeah. Because first day of Chinese Year, yes, go for
it went to the altar. There's joss-stick ashes all over it. She will just blow it, and then the chicken appears on your table all over again for breakfast of all days. You're not gonna eat it. Swear. No one eats that steam or that Pak Cham Kai in the morning, unless you're having the Ipoh chicken rice, right? Then lunch, the chicken is still there.
Oh my god.
Dinner, that stupid chicken is still there. You better finish by day 1 dinner, because if you don't, Chinese New Year day 2, the chicken is still there.
All right. So who started the tradition of having the Pak Cham Kai there? Since no one is touching it anyway.
We don't know.
Oh.
We don't know. It's just in that, because they're Taoists and they like to do a lot of prayers.
Yes.
So you tend to give offerings to the ancestors, and they'll say ancestor likes chicken, that pink color muffin.
Yeah.
Yes. The kueh bako,
Yes.
or the glutinous pudding. Then the oranges on the side, and there's always this banana that's there also. So very common fare, and a bottle of sasi.
Bottles. Sasi.
Sasi.
Okay. This one I've never seen. All right. Sasi I've never seen. Okay. So sasi is definitely not traditional Chinese culture from China. No. Sasi came out like probably like
somewhere along the line, somebody
Somewhere
likes
along the line,
sasi, then it's on the altar. The sasi is on the altar too. So anyway, the chicken is there. So after many years, when I decided that I quite like to cook a bit, one day I actually asked my grandma, why is it when we eat half a chicken, the next day there's another chicken? So the answer is, it's simple. I cooked 3 chicken on the reunion day. So there's 3 steamed chickens sitting in that cabinet, and there's no microwave. So whatever you're eating 3 days old chicken. So that's the weird quirk. I think no one dared to offend her.
Yes.
No one dared to offend her. I mean, when my grandfather was alive, he didn't offend her. How can the rest of us ever say anything? So we all just quietly eat and swallow and whatever the chicken. Yeah. So that's the weird quirk. Now, after many years, right? I thought after my grandma passed away, we're never gonna see this kind of tradition ever again. And
then the chicken appeared.
No, I might get in trouble, but never mind. Then this whole thing. Then my in-law side now, we also have this weird thing. On New Year's Eve, it's steamboat.
Okay.
All right, and you cannot finish because they cook big pots of soup, cabbage soup. So day 1 breakfast is steamboat. Lunch is steamboat. Dinner is
steamboat again.
Day 2 is steamboat. Same thing. It's Pak Cham Kai reincarnated into steamboat. But I don't know. Tell us what you think. Do you have some weird family tradition?
Is there some Chinese tradition that only you do, that you and your family actually do?
If you have that weird steamed chicken, please comment down there. Don't at least make me feel like I'm not alone. Meeting that chicken for many years in my life. Now, do you have a weird tradition for your own family for CNY? Yourself? Did you start anything?
No, I actually never started anything. A lot of stuff that we do was actually inherited from my grandparents on my dad's side. All right, so we just continued the tradition. That's it. Right. Of course, along the way we will make a little bit of modern changes. So prior to that, a long time ago, when we used to go back to my grandparents' side, we used to cook, right? So all the women, every adult women will be in the kitchen cooking.
Okay.
Whether you cook or not, it doesn't matter. If you don't cook, never mind. You cut.
Just stay there.
If you just stay there,
kind of like that Crazy Rich Asian show.
Yes.
All women are in the kitchen.
Yes. Everyone's in the kitchen because my grandma's in the kitchen, all my aunts are in the kitchen, everyone's in the kitchen. So the guys will be outside gambling.
Okay.
So the guys will be outside playing cards, mahjong and stuff like that. The women will be cooking, and that is tradition. So of course, fast forward and all. Nowadays, we don't really cook on the eve of Chinese New Year already.
Okay.
Now we just
Order
take out. Yeah, take out, because a lot of restaurants actually offer takeout now these days. Because what we realize is, if you want to cook very traditional Chinese food, it does take some time.
Does take some
prepare.
time. Does take some time.
Yeah, it does take some time to prepare. And now we no longer celebrate with like huge family. It's just us. It's just a few of us. So it doesn't justify the time being spent in the kitchen.
Yeah. Even if it's a huge family, let's say a few families get together, you just don't have the time for one or two person to sit there to be cooking for 12 to 20 people.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Like-
now
like
we
the
buy
bun choy.
takeout.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
like the bun choy. So we just buy takeout bun choy. Takeout bun choy, takeout lo sang. Oh, that's the best,
Finish.
man.
Enough already.
Boom, everything there.
Done.
Of course, we will still cook some simple dishes like some vegetables, some rice and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. And we will have the dinner, and right after dinner, it's always fireworks.
Okay, quick question. When it comes to lo sang, do you like the modern ones where
Which
it's
one?
super healthy with
All the fruits and stuff like that.
fruits?
No, man.
Pomegranate.
I've tried it once.
Yeah.
It was okay for one time, but I was like, I'm
What,
never having this again.
You're not going to spend money on it.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend that much money on just like fruits.
So you're going to spend money on crackers.
Yes, I'm going to spend money
On crackers.
on radishes, carrots, and crackers. Okay.
The beginning of new tradition.
Yes. No. So yeah.
Organic lo sang.
Oh man, okay. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of lo sang. Right.
Oh.
I'm not really big fan of lo sang.
I can do once in a year.
I eat, and when I say I eat, right, I just take a little bit, right, just to give face to people. And just say, I'm done already. I'm not a big fan of it. I never really liked it.
Really, eh?
Yeah, I never really liked it. And I actually know people, right? They love it so much, right? Oh, they will have like second helpings, and then it's like, oh, let's say let's say by the end of the meal, there's a little bit left. Oh, I'm going to bring home. Why are you going to bring home? why do you want to bring it home? No. I am not a big fan of it. So
It's once in a year. That's why.
no. It's multiple times a year. You lose out multiple times a year.
No, I mean,
you don't lose out once a year.
it's one season in a year.
Yeah, it's one
season
season in a year,
in a year. It's a bit like that mooncake thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like mooncake. It's that one time, that 2 weeks or 1 month, so you just over binge on it, which, by the way, binge eating is not a good habit.
Yeah. So prior to this, right? Family tradition would be a lot of cookies, right? But now, because everyone's healthy and we're all getting older, so family tradition is no more cookies in the house.
Oh, wow.
Zero
That's a new one.
The new one. No cookies. But whatever cookies we receive, right, we will give it out. So if you do receive cookies from me, right, it's because someone gave it to us and we don't want to eat it.
I will look for those labels that says, "Dear Dr. Ingky, happy CNY."
I'll tear it out. Yeah. So the new tradition is we are going healthy. No more Chinese New Year cookies.
I will still take some. So if you got good ones, I don't mind. But really good ones. Otherwise, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay. What is your favorite Chinese New Year cookies?
Favorite Chinese New Year cookies? There is 2. The pineapple tarts,
Okay.
which I made a podcast complaining about it.
Yeah. Which is like years ago.
And kueh kapit.
Kueh kapit. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be light. I don't like the really manufactured. I like this traditional ones.
The traditional one,
They fold.
the handful one. Yes.
Handful ones. So my in-law side, there's still one aunt that actually makes it on the charcoal stove, handmade. It's very light. When you put it in your mouth, it just literally just disintegrates. In fact, if you just drop it this high, it will disintegrate. Unlike the egg rolls, those are like
the modern egg rolls now.
I won't touch those. I won't touch those. How about you?
I like
if you still had.
I like the peanut ones.
Yeah, I've got some.
Right.
There.
Okay. So I like the peanut ones. So the problem with me is
You love peanuts. Everything peanuts.
Yeah, there's this part of my brain, right? When it comes to my favorite food, like peanuts, when I start eating, right, it doesn't shut off. All right, that part of my brain, right, has no satiety mechanism. That means that it doesn't tell you that I'm full. You know,
it doesn't stop, right?
Doesn't go like,
there's no stop button, right?
There's no stop button. It doesn't go like, hey, you have had enough. No, this is your number. This is your 10th. Stop. No, I can trust me, right? If I wanted, I can sit and finish the whole thing.
I'm going to make a new podcast, right? Complaining about this.
Yeah. So resolution for this year is try not to touch a single one. Try not to touch a single one.
Open before we finish the podcast.
No.
Yes.
I don't want to start.
Damn it.
Problem is when I start, I can't stop. That's the main problem. That's the main problem. When I start, I can't stop.
Feed it to you.
Shit. Yeah. To be honest, I actually haven't had this for like 2 years.
Haven't 2 years.
2 years.
I'm gonna break
Last
cycle.
year I stopped. Right?
I'm gonna break cycle.
Damn you.
Can't stop, right?
Yeah. So let us know. Let us know in the comments below. What other odd traditions that you guys have at home, which no one else has?
Sorry, I'm munching here, but anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, since we're here, let's ASMR this thing.
No, don't think. You do it.
You've got good microphones, you know, so you better ASMR.
You do it.
I know you want one.
No.
you
thanks,
want
man.
to.
Stop.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. I want to finish this. He's gonna finish this anyway.
Yeah. All right. So please like and subscribe. Turn on the bell button so that whenever we release a new video, you'll be one of the first few ones to be notified. So until next year, 恭喜发财，恭喜发财to everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. You're listening to them
Damn, this is number 2 now.